Okay, this is March the 8th, 2011, and this is the Euro-Dollar short trade, and I'm going to take half position off here at plus 40 pips. Okay, so far, let's open up this 30-minute chart. We had the head and shoulders to the downside. We had the 5-minute bear flag, and we're targeting about 38.90 area. Looking for, if we look at this 4-hour chart, about the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart if possible. But regardless, we have, I've booked 40 pips and stop is now at break even. I'll go ahead and do that. 1.3968, and we'll see where we get from here. But normally this 50 EMA does act as a magnet, and price usually comes close to it or tests it before another up move, and that's what I'll be looking at around this area, is signs to go long, possibly. A lot depends on the price action at that time. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause this. This is part 2 of the Euro-Dollar short trade that was entered yesterday, March 7th. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this and let the trade go for a little bit. Okay, right now I'm up 64 pips, and I'm thinking about going ahead and exiting this trade here in a minute. I want to see what happens with this 5-minute candle, whether or not I'm going to exit. Now my actual target is 38.90, a few pips above the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart, but we're right at this 3900 level. We're bouncing a little bit. I'm watching this 5-minute candle, and I may exit here if I see this candle pop up. I'd like to see how it actually closes in about another minute. So I'm just going to watch it for a minute here. But if you notice, a lot of times these targets, like this head and shoulders target on the 30-minute chart, comes in right around the 4-hour 50 EMA. And a lot of times these AB equals CD targets, they'll come in around a significant level. That's what's so odd about it. Okay, we have a new candle on the 5-minute chart. Kind of have a doji there on the previous candle. Which could indicate a little pullback on the 5-minute chart. We're just hanging on to this 3900 level. If we get through that, then I can see our target at 38.90, but if it keeps bouncing there, that psychological level could prevent this from going any further. I'm going to pause this for just a minute. Okay, I have my finger on the trigger watching this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take profit here with plus 61 pips. Now the reason I did that is I still think we're going to probably test that 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart, but that psychological level is holding, so you have a 50-50 chance that the price is going to pop back up, and why give up the pips that you've worked hard to get? So I'd rather be shy about 15 to 17 pips of my target and book those 61 pips than to give up any more pips than I need to. So I suspect this 5-minute chart could possibly come up here and form another ABC to the downside off the 50% retracement or the 61.8 for another leg down to meet the target, even the 38.2, because it is pretty strong to the downside. But I'm thinking that we could pull back up to one of these 3 levels here for another leg down to meet that target that's necessary. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to put this on pause until I see what this does, and that way you can kind of see what I'm looking at. Not that I'll enter the trade, I'm done with that short. So, but if it does get to the 50 EMA at that point, I'll look for some different price action indications to possibly go long, but I'm not 100% sure that we are going to go long at that point, because the dollar is really strong at the moment, but that can change. So that's just what I'll be watching. I'm going to pause this for a moment just to see if we get this pullback, so you can kind of see. Okay, so what we're actually doing here on this 5-minute chart, we did pull back just almost to 38.2, but not enough for me to call that an ABC pattern. What I'm calling this now is the formation of a possible bear flag for a continuation down to the 4-hour 50. So I'm not calling that an ABC pattern, but this beginning formation of a bear flag, and probably if we drop down to this 1-minute chart, probably be able to see that better. I have a lot of things running in the background. It takes up a lot of resources recording these videos, so I have to give it just a minute here. There we go. Somewhat of one, but sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, anyways, we have somewhat of a bear flag there. On this 1-minute chart. And that target there is about 27 pips, and that should put us at the 4-hour 50. Yeah, right about the 4-hour 50. Okay, so this is March the 8th, 2011, and that was the Eurodollar short trade. Still looking for the 4-hour 50, only I'm out of the trade with plus 61 pips. Decent trade there. I'll be looking for possible long around the 4-hour 50, but that's not guaranteed because I do see a lot of strength in the dollar index.